Okay, now as I said before, it's very important to make sure you know what your angles of depression and elevation are in these kind of problems. So let's look at this situation. It says two people at points X and Y sight an airplane at A. So you've got two people down on the ground here at X and Y, and then you've got an airplane up there at A. What is the angle of elevation from X to A? All right, so you're at X. To make your angle of elevation, the first thing you got to look for is your horizontal. The horizontal is just the ground. Then you go up from the horizontal to get your angle of elevation. So in the picture you can see that is 35 degrees. The angle of elevation from X up to A is going to be here, from horizontal up to the line of sight. What is the angle of depression from A to X? All right, so you're up here at A. To find your angle of depression, you first find your horizontal, which goes back straight, left and right, and then you go down to the line of sight. So it says from A to X, so that you have to come all the way down to that side. So this angle right here is the angle of depression from A to X. Go from the horizontal and go down. So that angle has two parts. It's got a 23 and a 12, so that makes 35 degrees. What is the angle of depression from A to Y? All right, well, again, you're at A. Look at the horizontal, and then make the angle from that horizontal down to the line of sight. So that is this angle here, which is 23 degrees. All right, what is the angle of elevation from Y to A? If you're at Y, the angle of elevation, you look at the horizontal first, and then you go up to the line of sight. So that's that angle there, and since these two angles are on the opposite sides of the transversal, when you have these two parallel lines, we know that that one is also 23 degrees. All right, is the measure of the angle of elevation from Z to A greater or less than 35? All right, well here you've got Z. And if you look at the angle of elevation from Z to A, all right, if you're at Z, your horizontal is this way. And if you go up from the horizontal up to the line of sight, that's a pretty big angle. You're getting so close to being right under A. The closer you get to being right under A, you're getting to be a 90-degree angle. It's getting bigger and bigger until it gets to 90 degrees, because when you're at, right under A, your line of sight is 90 degrees straight up. So this is definitely bigger than 35, because the closer you get to being under the object you're looking at up there, the bigger your angle gets. So this is definitely greater than 35. All right, so just to see how important this is with the angles of elevation and depression, how important it is to know what they are, we're going to do one more thing here with that. All right, so the lines shown are horizontal and vertical lines except for HG, and HT. So in this picture here, everything is either vertical or horizontal except for HT and HG. And we're going to give the number and the special name of whatever angle they ask for. So it says a person at H sights T. All right, so if you're at H and you sight T, what's happening? Look at your horizontal first. Always look at the horizontal. So the horizontal line is here, and then you go up from the horizontal when you're looking at something up high. So the angle of elevation is what you're dealing with here, because you're looking up from H to T, the horizontal, and then you look to the line of sight, so you go up from the horizontal. So angle 2 is the angle of elevation. Okay, so when you look up from H to T, you might have wanted to choose angle 1 because it just looks like really obvious, but Angle 1 has a vertical side instead of a horizontal side. We don't want the angle with the vertical side. We want the angle with the horizontal side. You're either going up from horizontal or down from horizontal when you're looking for these angles. A person at H sights G. So here, a person at H is up here, and they're looking down at G. All right? So when you're at H, the first thing you do is find the horizontal, straight out. Then you go down from that to the line of sight. Start at the horizontal and go down. So angle 3 is your angle of depression. All right? You always look at the horizontal first. A person at T sights H. All right, so here you are at T, you're looking down at H, and you might think, oh, look, angle 6 is the angle of depression. No, it's not. Because if you're at T, the horizontal is here. You go down from the horizontal, down to the line of sight. So angle 5 is my angle of depression. Always make sure that your angle has a horizontal side, and you'll be fine. And from G to H. If you're at G and you're looking up at H, you're starting at the horizontal and you go up. That'll be your angle of elevation. Angle 8 will be the angle of elevation.